Good evening, guys, and happy Thursday to all of your sunshiny faces. So, on Saturday, I should have the first grocery haul for you guys since before Christmas, because I have not. I think we went to Aldi and maybe Walmart like once in the last like 2 or 3 weeks, but just because of like Christmas and everything like that, like it was just weird because of the days that the holidays fell on and like when we would be going grocery shopping and stuff like that, to try and figure out when to schedule like going to the grocery stores and when like the store sales started also. So whereas it would have been like, oh well, this, you know, again like Meijer or something like that, their sales end on Saturday, it would have been difficult to have tried to have gone like sometime sort of during the week and then try and do it like the day before New Year's Eve or something, or, you know, again, whatever, just because like the stores get busy like the day, you know, like before a holiday, you know, or even like a few days sometimes before the holidays. So that's why I was just like, if I, you know, and again too, just with schedule stuff and just, you know, the holidays in general, you know, it was just kind of weird and difficult. I could have probably tried to, but at the same time too, I just didn't want to add that extra stress of being like, we have to make sure we go to Jewel or we have to make sure we go to Meijer or whatever, just because I made the grocery list. And I also didn't want to take my time to make the list if we were like, well, let's just not go or something like that, which is where I was like, if we're going to go and we do need things, you know, like then we can just pick them up at Aldi. So that's what seemed to have just worked really well these last like 2 weeks during the holidays. But I am ready to sort of get back into the grocery shopping. So most likely the only store I'll go to this week though is probably just Jewel, because theirs is a little bit easier to deal with, and then also too, just as far as like the coupons go and like comparing the prices, you know, to the stores and like that kind of stuff, and then also to just like doing the grocery shopping, you know, instead of having my dad go to Tony's and Caputo's this week or whatever, just to add like that also extra stuff for him, we're just gonna most likely go on Saturday to Jewel and then to Aldi just to get whatever other things we might need. So that is why I do not, I haven't had a haul for you guys at all so far this week. But then also too, like it was weird because again too, like Meijer sale starts, like I said, on Sunday and runs till Saturday. So where I could have tried to have done it, it was just again too, like today really kind of felt a little bit more like the first, I don't want to say the first day back to normal, like I feel like probably next week will like officially, but like things have like been calming down a little bit more again too. We haven't had as much stuff going on, and you know, again too, like holiday things and that kind of stuff, and you know, just kind of getting the house back in shape from Christmas as well. Like my mom has started taking down a lot of the decorations and just doing like those things, taking decorations down, getting things cleaned up and kind of put back to the way they were, and then scheduling wise getting people back on kind of track as well for those things. You know, that's just kind of what we've been, you know, working towards right now. So that's why I don't want to add a lot of extra stuff on top of that as far as like grocery shopping goes and things like that until kind of we're settled a little bit, you know, after the holidays and everything. So, and the other thing too is that is weird is that sometimes the grocery stores do weird things with their sales as far as like the holidays go, for like they might run like a 2-week long ad, or the sales might start on a weird day because of one of the days that a holiday fell on or something like that, or they might have like a shortened ad for that week or whatever. So sometimes it almost doesn't even make it worth it too to go. Like I know some of the stores kind of do a weird thing for like Thanksgiving, because their sales a lot of times start on Wednesday. So instead of starting the sale the day before Thanksgiving, they'll normally run it until like that, like either following week or until like after Thanksgiving, and then they do like a shortened ad for like that week leading up to the next like Tuesday. So it's like I said, it's kind of weird, but that's why I didn't want to like deal with like when, you know, again, like different stores will have different schedules as well, so I also didn't want to have to deal with that too and try and figure all of that out. So anyways though, today what I did get done was I did get to some editing and uploading today, and then I also ended up doing some dishes too. But the other thing I did in my room, because I've kind of been sharing with you guys each day, I have not been taking very long. I don't even remember, because I was talking a lot yesterday, but I don't even remember if I told you guys like that I've just kind of been taking like an hour or two maybe every day and kind of just like almost deep cleaning one section. Now yesterday took me a little bit longer. It was a few hours in the evening, but I'd say today it probably took me maybe at most 2 hours just to like do everything. But as I've been trying to break up the cleaning, it's just so that I can focus on getting like deep cleaning done in one area, because if I were to just be like, I'll just clean my entire room, it would not take me just one day, most likely, if I wanted to get it deep cleaned. And also too though, if I just keep trying to like work at it like all day, then the stuff at the beginning will look really good, and I'll be really good at like making sure I move furniture to clean behind it and like that kind of stuff. But by the end of the day, I will most likely end up just sort of being like, okay, I'm done. I'm just gonna hide the stuff behind something and not like actually do what I'm supposed to be doing as far as like deep cleaning or reorganizing or decluttering, or, you know, maybe again too, if I was doing it when I was doing my closet, I might have just been like, oh, I'm not gonna go through these clothes, I'm not gonna try them on, I'm not gonna get rid of things or whatever, you know, because I showed you guys I donated like 3 garbage bags full of clothes. I probably wouldn't have done that had I tried to do that all in one day. And so that's why I've just been doing a lot of like more little things kind of like every day. So today I ended up sort of working on this space again a little bit. So yesterday I ended up cleaning out and reorganizing all of this, which has all of my makeup in it. And then my chair, I cleared off and cleaned the front of it. Actually my laundry basket's on top of my little ottoman that's here right now. But I cleaned off this little like shelf thing that's back here. I cleaned and kind of reorganized it, and then I do have, I will admit, clutter stuff right in this kind of section here. I have like a magazine rack kind of that's there, and then stacked on top of it is all of my Lego sets that I've not put together, because again too, moving to my new room, I want to have space for them, and I just don't have space to be able to like put them together and put them up in here. So I don't want to like do that, like I said, like in here. I want to wait till I get to my new room, but I have nowhere else to store them, so they are neatly, nicely stacked there on top of my magazine rack. And then I've got like my stuffed animals and some of my other stuffed animals that are here as well, more than I had that I put there when I showed you guys that originally. But I also cleaned behind my chair. I moved all this stuff out, actually cleaned, vacuumed, everything like that, all in that space, and then ended up putting everything back. So that's all done. I also sort of cleaned the top of this off, which just has like my vitamins basically on there, and then like my makeup stuff. But I don't have really room also to like for my vitamins other than there, and I do use my little vitamin organizer thing there, but it's something that I have to take out all the time anyway to take them, like, you know. So like even though I have that and I could set it up for the week, I don't have anywhere to put the extra bottles. So I have those just kind of sitting out. But the only thing is I didn't actually clean like the top of it, so it is still a little dusty, and just more like it has like makeup kind of dust on it, like foundation powder and like stuff like that is on top of it. So that was the one thing that I realized I actually didn't do. But the thing is that I didn't take that out yet, and I haven't like gotten it out and moved and cleaned. So I want to make sure that I actually get the whole thing cleaned out and everything behind it. So I'm probably gonna maybe try and do that tomorrow, and then also move this, which I already have like cleaned and organized, but I think I'm gonna try and move that out and also like clean behind it, just make sure that nothing fell back there that I didn't end up grabbing, and also to just like dusting, vacuuming, and that kind of stuff behind there. So but I did clean and like reorganize all of that. So that was another big thing. There's still some little things that I want to get done. Like I do need to reorganize this shelf that's up here that's got some stuff that needs reorganizing. I actually think the only shelf that might be okay is these ones over here, but they do need to be like dusted, vacuumed kind of off. So I'm probably going to do that when I do the other one. But I did clean the top of my desk. The other thing is that I can't really, I could, but I can't really clean my desk, because desk like cabinet door, actually it didn't fall off. Jack didn't realize how to close it and tried to just kind of rip it off the hinges. This was actually what happened. And since it was just hanging on by like one screw, and then And eventually, I think last year, it finally ended up, I've been opening and closing it a ton, and it finally ended up falling off. But the thing was is that the holes are now too big for the screws to fit in, so it's not just an easy fix. We need to get like wood glue or like wood putty or like wood filler or something like that to put in there, kind of patch the holes and then re-drill the holes, or else we might have to do longer nails. We might have to do like an anchor or something like that. So that's kind of in my way of being able to clean off my desk right now, which is one of the bigger problems. So we had wood filler, but we realized that it was all dried out, so it did not work. So we probably have to pick some up when we go to the stores on Saturday. So I'm probably gonna have to wait until at least Saturday, probably later, like next week, like Monday, to actually work on my desk, which needs a little bit more help. I do have the very top of it cleaned and organized, but as far as everything else goes, it's not very well cleaned or organized. So I'm not even gonna show you guys that. And then also too, under my bed, which everything under my bed, for the most part, not 100%, but I say 90% of the things under my bed are all in boxes. I do have like some loose things that I didn't like, that didn't fit. Like I have like a camera tripod under there. Like I don't know where else to put that other than under my bed. So it's like stuff I know is underneath there for the most part. I hope there's not a lot that I don't know, but it is mainly bins and like totes underneath the bed. So it's not that hard. It's just, it needs to come out and be cleaned. The one thing I know that is under there is dog hair, because the dogs sleep on my bed, and I know that there's tons of hair that ends up falling like over the side of the bed, gets on the floor and gets under the bed, and that is one thing that I do know needs to desperately be cleaned, is also under my bed. So while I do a good job of like making sure I like clean under my bed what I can get without like moving the totes out, I have not moved the totes out and cleaned underneath there in a while. I think the last time I did it was when I found a spider, and the spider ended up, I saw it, it crawled, it actually like went like this. It crawled right over this thing and then went down underneath my bed. And I was like, nope, I'm not gonna have that while I'm sitting in my bed. So I moved my entire bed out, cleaned and vacuumed everything, found the spider, because it was a big spider, okay? It wasn't just like some little tiny little thing that I could be like, I could live with it. It was a big spider. I was like, I'm gonna find this thing. So I ended up moving everything out, cleaned the whole thing. So I know it was not done too insanely long ago, but it has not been done very recently. So that's another thing too that like I need to clean out from underneath there. But like I vacuumed this floor literally just a little bit ago. I just washed my little rug that's in here, and it's already covered in dog hair. Like the dogs are already sleeping on it and laying on it, and there's already dog hair back on the floor again. Like I can't win, not with 3 dogs. So anyways, I can only imagine what underneath my bed looks like. But like I said, the only thing I probably can't move is my desk, but I did recently clean underneath my desk not too long ago. Actually, this was probably like 2 months ago. I moved everything from underneath my desk and cleaned and like kind of reorganized underneath there for like my computer cables and all that kind of stuff. I cleaned all that down. So that has all been done recently. But anyways, guys, yeah, that is the plan. That is what I got done for today, which I'm very happy about, and like just making my room feel a lot more clean and a lot more livable until I get to my new room, because like I said, everything is not perfect in here. But instead of just being like I'm just living in boxes and I have just stuff that I'm like, this needs to go to my new room and like that kind of thing, I finally was the point where I'm like, I can just be comfy in my room again, and you know, just enjoy my space instead of being like, I want to get out of here so bad and get into my new room and my big room and you know, that kind of stuff. So like I said, I'm much happier in having the space now cleaned and reorganized. But anyways, I will see you guys all in tomorrow's vlog. If you guys did enjoy today's, make sure you guys give a big old thumbs up. If you guys are new, love it if you'd subscribe, and I'll see all of your sunshiny faces tomorrow. So bye guys.